How much time will your kids spend in the actual classroom at school next year? The PPTA strike action is off. They have taken the latest pay deal. But what about teacher-only days? How many will there be? Will they be in term time? A PPTA email obtained by Herald NOW shows the union presented this deal to members without recommending whether they should vote to accept it or vote to reject it. The PPTA President, Chris Abercrombie, is joining us in just a second. This is what the deal said to members. The latest offer was made November 25th. As you can see, they made a neutral offer. So they didn't say whether it should be accepted or whether it should be rejected. Let's go to Chris Abercrombie now. He's with the PPTA. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
Why did you guys make that neutral this time? Because previously you had told people to not accept, right?
It was a decision of our national executive to put it neutrally to the members so they could basically decide for themselves what they thought it was worth and just to freely vote.
Why aren't they always allowed to freely vote?
Well, they're always allowed to freely vote. It's just we sometimes give recommendations to accept, reject, or sometimes neutral. We've done this in the past, just to give a real clear steer about what we think. And members in the past have disagreed with us and voted in different ways. But this time we decided to put it neutrally, so there was no. So members could fully make up their own mind.
Okay, why this time did you decide to make it neutral? Because there's not a massive difference, let's be honest, a massive difference between the last offer pre-mega strike and this one.
Well, there's actually some significant differences. Unit increases, quite significant unit increases for middle leaders and senior leaders. The $1 million PLD fund that the PPTA will administer per year. So there's some significant increases there. And also the terms were shortened. So it was 30 months and we've shortened it to 24, 25 months. So those are significant changes.
They're going to make a big, significant difference to the lives of teachers.
Well, they had a number of our key goals. We wanted unit increases. We wanted professional development. Is this everything? Absolutely not. There's some number of key areas the government refused to engage in. And so there'll be things that we'll be taking moving forward.
Do you think that the vibes shifted, the moods changed, teachers are actually ready to move on now?
Well, I think there'll absolutely be an element of that for some of our teachers. They want to start the new year fresh without this issue. There's a number of issues in secondary that we need to deal with, a number of significant changes. So I think for some teachers, this absolutely would have been about starting the year with a settled collective.
Do you think that there's some peer pressure that goes on when you present offers and you say you should do this or you should vote that way?
I'm pretty confident that a bunch of adults can make up their own minds on this one. That we provide the information, we provide an opinion.
So why do you, if they can make up their own minds, why do you tell them which way to vote?
Well, we don't tell them. We provide an opinion that they can reject or accept. As I say, there are a bunch of highly educated adults, so they can make up their own mind. I'm quite confident in their ability to do that.
Chris, how many teacher-only days will there be? Let's talk about class time rather than teacher-only days. Will students be in class more next year, being taught by their teachers than they were this year?
No, it's the same number of half days that the school has to have, so those won't change. By law, the schools have to be open by so many days a year, and they haven't changed, so it'll be exactly the same. And
the teacher-only days, whether they'll be in the holidays or whether they'll be during term time, that doesn't change either?
That doesn't change either. The minister decides teacher-only days, so she's already gazetted the teacher-only days for 2026 and 2027, and then there's some that the school decides, and there's allowed up to 4 a year. So 2 from the ministry and 2 from schools.
And obviously there will be no strike action.
Not from us. We've got a settled collective agreement, and so that means we can't strike.